All right, it's Saturday morning. I don't know the date. It was about the 18th, something like that, of September. And I'm down here at the Medical Arts area, and I'm on my way to Wal-Mart for the first time. So there's Adams Pharmacy on the left. We've been this far before, you and I. But this will mark a departure. And I got to tell you, see if I can find the button. The traffic has been something else this morning. It's amazing. Everybody, his brother, is out running errands. This area in here is, it's always been woods, but it was well, I say it has. I mean, it's been woods for a long time. It used to be Pepperell Village, as the village attached to the Pepperell Mills, which are up ahead. And there was a school. I believe the school was right here on the left, more or less. And anyway, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago, they built this road up here that we're about to go under and connected down to the interstate and up here to the Birmingham Highway. One thing and another. So there's Farmers Market, one of them. That's the newer one. That's the larger one. Other one downtown, I like them too. Hard to beat a farmer's market. There's one of our two premier gun stores. That one's called the Firing Pin. If I can turn around there or not, I don't know. And the other one is a rental on Geneva Street. Over here on the left, that open space is where the Pepperell Mills used to be. Now we're going to run out of bike lane, probably about the time we're going to need it the most. It's, you know, it's the way it goes. Well, he managed to get by me. Pepperell Mill over there. There were two. This was the big Pepperell Mill. I mean, this was the big cotton mill, textile mill in Opelika. The smaller one is further back behind us on this same street. And that's where they filmed the movie Norma Ray. And it's been closed for a long time, and then it burned. This one was completely leveled and all the bricks and everything hauled away. Here comes somebody. There's a little three-way side by side, so I guess it's possible. Not exactly what I hoped for, but now I don't know what I'm getting into up here at Walmart. There is a traffic light that will lead me into the parking lot. But the best laid plans of mice and men and bicyclists and so forth. At least there's a bike lane. Well, they must have intended for somebody to be here on a bicycle. David Dan too, I guess, took piano lessons from a man who lived right along in here somewhere. And I tell you, a lot of folks out here this morning. And the problem with bike lanes like this is I don't know if you can see or not how it's been encroached upon. Oh boy. Come on by. Been encroached upon by weeds. And although now along here they've done a nice job of keeping it cleaned up. And then it starts again down here. And what happens is sometimes people will put their brush piles in the bike lane along with garbage cans, and that's a little bit of a problem. There's a fellow cyclist. Somebody over there is brave enough to go somewhere. Morning. He's wearing his mask. Roll this thing up into a higher gear. I think the light has changed it. Let's go, folks. Okay. Well, we got across. My bike and I are still one piece as this person comes up behind me here. Oh boy. Well, he turned off back there to the left. Let's see if I need to recenter the camera. Well, look, I made it to the parking lot. And they have a big grocery store here. So I suppose if I were truly desperate, I could come all the way out here. Looking to see if they have any bike lock-up facilities. I don't think so. But they have these same kind of deals that they have at the Winn-Dixie. So I could lock it up with a chain in one of the handicap areas. Yeah, it'll work. So I am not without capability here. Well, tell you what, we'll go all the way around the parking lot. Who knows what I might see. Here's the poultry factory. No, it's the garden center. Just kidding. A big old store. You know, you get a whole different sense of scale and perspective when you ride on a bicycle. And everything is bigger and really more like it really is. You know, if you get out and go to it, you say, "Well, you know, oh, this is big," and that's happened to you, I'm sure. Here, you get off and say, "Well, it's the same size I thought it was, big." See if I can get back down there to the light and get back onto First Avenue. Technically speaking, well, I mean, truthfully speaking, it's not Second Avenue down here. First Avenue down here. It became something else. You may recall I blew through a stop sign as usual, and then the bike lane resumed. Oh boy, it's green, but I'll never make it. Nope. I'll just be at the front of the line. Let's see what happens with this, folks. Now, and if you look up this way, on, turn around. You'll see why I don't want to ride on that road. Although I'd only have to go up there about halfway up that hill to get to a road, and you see what's this way. Just wonderful. It's like NASCAR. Oh, look over there at that sign. Ah, coming soon, the ball fields. Apartments, world-class shops and restaurants. The ball fields. See, this is that area that used to be ballparks out there where our boys played Little League Baseball. Yes, I know, I've said that everywhere I've stopped, but it's true, they did. And the entrance to it was right here on the right. And went back in here. Whoa, there's a gigantic garden spider, and there's probably a whole lot more of them down there. I don't want to get tangled up. You can, let's see. You can see the ball fields down in there. Oh, tiptoe, 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 tiptoe. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. And I had the notion that if the city would cut a bike path through there, that little road that we were just on, that little cutout, if they would cut a road over, they could hit that road that I was pointing to up the heavy highway, the busy highway. Come on, don't be timid. You can do it. You did it. That, if they did that cut through, that would allow you to come down here like we did and then cut through, and that will take you into a whole rabbit warren of roads, streets that will ultimately take you over to Auburn without being on a major road. Otherwise, you'd have to take your chances out there on that road where we were waiting for the light to change. It looks like a NASCAR racetrack. Good view of the Pepperell Mill remnants. All that's left is the smokestack and the water tank. This might be a good moment to insert some video that I shot a while back with my drone of that water tank and that chimney smokestack. Oh rats, I forgot to look and see what First Avenue became back there. But at any rate, whatever it was, it's very short. Probably had a name like 30th Place or something like that, you know, just as a name for a very short street. Too short to call it a street. Too long to call it a driveway. Oh, that's terrific. A big drain grate right there in the middle of the bike lane. Probably wouldn't want to hit that at night. There goes that fella up ahead. He's going under the bridge. That's the fella that we saw as we were approaching the red light at Wal-Mart. Traffic, 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 traffic. Plenty of it. He's taking his time. I would imagine he's not riding for pleasure. All right. I think he'd had about enough of that traffic. He's ready to cool his heels for a minute. I don't blame him. Well, there's Adams Pharmacy. We just passed it. And so right over there on the left where we started, in front of that building, that parking area. And now we're back on part of First Avenue that you've been on before. Let's see if I can find something new. This is the part everybody hates. First Avenue with no bike lane. And that's the way it goes. This part I've never been on before. So I'm kind of see how it goes. And there's a funky little shortcut down here I'll take. Assuming I get there. Yeah, they're coming. Come on around. You can do it. Whoa. right here and take this funky little back road here that will get us across the railroad track. So there's a little 1 block long street, and it turns into another 100 yards, 50-yard street, whatever it is. And now we will cross the CSX main line. To the right was Montgomery, to the left Opelika. Up ahead was Talladega Street, and now we're on York Street. And we are again running parallel to First Avenue. Now we'll see. Good morning. You might have figured it out by now. Opelika was laid out on this railroad track. It was here before the town was, just for all intents and purposes. It was here in the 1850s, and the town began developing around it. And that's why the streets, when I say they're parallel to each other, they are, but they're parallel to the railroad track. Kind of interesting. I think. Kudzu. We have our share of kudzu. Seems like it's making a resurgence. Could be because of all the rain we've had this year. I don't know. There's some cars staged up here on the CSX. Tankers and closed hoppers and plug door box cars. Here comes somebody behind me. Whew. Yeah. Nice cut of cars over on the secondary track. The two tracks merge right behind Adams Drugs. The one that those cars are on blends over into the main line, which is on this side. Let's go downtown. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go downtown. Let's go under the trestle here. Here's a cool little railroad trestle. Oh. With a generous hill on the other side. And everything over here in Opelika is about how to get across the railroad track. Are you going to go under it, you're going to go over it, or are you going to ride on top of it? We've got every kind. There's a lot of automotive related and industrial related things right along in here. Auto parts warehouse, a fire and safety business, tire and auto repair dealer. In fact, that's Grady's. That's where I take the one with the red doors and stuff. That's where I take my truck. Over here on the right is Thompson Supply, big plumbing, and then the blue building is Doran's Auto Parts and Welding Supplies. And Auto Shine Detail. Didn't know about that. It's newish. And back in the heyday of the railroad, all these buildings down in here were in some way or other connected to the railroad. Now this is the other railroad. It goes through Opelika. This is the Norfolk Southern that we just crossed. And this is a little spur. It's not used ever. Back to the left, it goes to Birmingham. Back to the right, it goes to Columbus, Georgia. Jim Bob's chicken fingers. Yum, yum, they're good. They are good. And now we're coming up on the edge of downtown Opelika. And I am going to take a bicycle shortcut under the bridge. That's the 10th Street Bridge looming there before you. The CSX Railroad running underneath it. A lot of the oldest stores in town along there. That's called South Railroad Avenue. And what we're on here is, wait for it, North Railroad Avenue. Oh yeah, you figured it out, didn't you? This is a beer distributor. I'm not sure, you know, Paps and whatever, I don't know what all. But it's colorful, it's beautifully painted. I think it's wonderful, actually. See if I can turn toward it more. I think it's just delightful. And La Cantina is a restaurant and bar that opened up several years ago, 8, 10 years ago maybe now, that much. Pretty darn good. And I haven't been in here. This is the Whistle Stop Bottle and Brew. And on the left is Smith Tea. I ought to stop and take you inside of Smith Tea. I'll let you see what it's all about. See if I can do that. Let me just get off real quick and walk in. See if this thing will continue to function. Hey, Donnie. Hey, buddy. What's going on? This is the Coca-Cola sign over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this dates back to about 1905. And it's supposedly the oldest surviving Coca-Cola advertisement. And you can see it's just painted onto the brick. It's kind of cool. And they were redoing the wall. It had some kind of a wall over it, hardboard or something. And they were redoing it and discovered it. Anyway, that's Winston Smith Tea, one of my favorite places to go. Let's see if I can get out of here. Ooh, that felt good. Went under a fan. Hey, Cecil.
Hello, hello. I'm telling about your bike.
I was telling my viewers here about your store. How old is that sign? What does it date back to?
Between 1905 and 1907.
Okay. I said,
building was finished the early part of '08, so it would have been before that.
okay, okay. Well, I had to show my loyal fans and viewers about
There
it.
you
So.
go.
That's Cecil Rogers. And if you've ever got any kind of a project to do that involves plumbing, electricity, carpentry, masonry, civil engineering, origami, I don't know, you name it. Make an appointment and just come over here to Opelika and see Cecil Rogers at Smithy and say, Cecil, how would I do so and so? And he will tell you. And not only will he tell you, he'll be right. And not only will he tell you how to do it, he'll have everything you need to do it. Been there, done that. You know where you are, downtown Opelika. Well, probably ought to be heading them back home. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just turn around and go back on 8th so I can catch the light up here at 2nd Avenue. Lots of stuff is closed today. Zazu's is open, doing business. Dough Pizzeria, in a location that used to be probably my favorite restaurant. It's called Jimmy's. And Jim Sykes was the owner and chef and host and I don't know, cashier, bartender, you name it. He's a chef, I'm here to tell you. And his food was always just top notch. That's the Episcopal Church on the left. Wait a minute. I missed showing you that the other day. I'm going to show it to you right now. That's it. It went zooming by. I feel guilty about missing out on that. Let me go up the hill. I'll edit and come back. All right, that's the Episcopal Church right there. And it's kind of small, but been there a long time. I forget what the cornerstone says, but, well, let's see, there's a historical marker up there, originated in 1858. So, yeah, been there a while. Oop, light's green. I'm gonna make that. See if anybody's coming that can trip the light for me. Probably not. You know what? If I had just sped up, I did make it. Look at that. Who knew? I really mean to go on the sidewalks, but I thought I was going to have to do the pedestrian button. The Heritage House, lodging and events. This is 8th Street again. Now was 2nd Avenue we crossed at the light, and now this is 3rd. And I don't know, see if I can swing this thing a little bit to the left. See, now those are houses probably built in the early 40s, late 30s, in the 30s, whatever. A lot of these houses date to the 1800s. That's where Jim Sykes used to live, right there. Speaking of, my friend Charlie Jernigan lived there. I guess he still does. He was Opelika's premier photographer, portraitist. It's a family business, and he's retired, I suppose. Son David worked for him when he was in college. This house right here reminds me of, friend Betsy Skipper's house down in Geneva. It's just brick, but it's very, very similar. Similar. What street will I go on today? I think I go down the hill and go on 8th Avenue. I erroneously told you the other day we were on 7th, and I made a correction in the video, but notation. And by the way, this is called the Brownfield House. It was moved here to the site of the old high school, and that's where friend Lou Sharp plays the piano at Christmas when folks come walking down these streets to view the Victorian Christmas displays. Boy, what a bumps. And that's quite a hill. I don't really like climbing it. And this is 8th Avenue. Oh my goodness. That rock almost threw me down. And then I think you may recall when we came this way the other day, we detoured down by the tennis center. And I'm not going to do that today, but I am going to show you the little train tracks and stuff in the park that I didn't show you. 26. Kind of let her out there. 26 miles per hour. And let's hope we can get through here. Oh yeah. I think we can do that. And this is the municipal park, aka Monkey Park. And I'll go around this way. Oh, Saturday, yeah, you're going to see a lot of children playing, and you'll see the tracks here for the little train. And here they are. And this is Rocky Brook. When I was making the documentary, it had a heavy rain. When I had a little flashlight, it covered that bridge. I was absolutely astounded. And by the way, yeah. Ooh. Damn it. Okay. Nope, fine. No, I'm fine. Thank you. No, I just managed to lean over too far. And yeah, and I just couldn't quite catch it on the way down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it electric?
It is. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was trying to look over there at the monkey thing and got caterwampus there. All right. Well, that was nicely embarrassing. I guess I'll have to turn around here. I thought the sidewalk went through, but it doesn't. Okay. Hi. Hi. All right, back across the train tracks. Make sure I didn't lose anything other than a mirror. Okay. Hiya. Well, now I have to look back over my shoulder repeatedly and go slow and listen. It'll be very interesting to see if this thing kept recording the whole time. I have my doubts. Yeah. All right. Back to Rocky Brook, see if I can get us home. Boy, I missed my mirror. Holy cats. All right. Got a light, bud? I think I'm holes in the road back there. All right. Thank you for waiting. Nice person. Well, here we are, almost home.